Okay, today is January the 8th, 2017. Right now at 1:30 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 71 degrees. The relative humidity is 38%. It's very low compared to the last couple of days. That's because we have a lot of chemtrail spraying, and we've got high pressure installed over the Southern California and the entire region, Southern California. We have a dew point of 44 degrees. The barometer is still high at 30.12 inches. Because of that high pressure, that artificial area of high pressure, which is causing these abnormally warm temperatures on the heels of high 50s, mid and high 50 degree temperatures. All right, so right now we're looking at the East Pacific Visible Loop, and we can see that we have a storm system right near the jet stream. I hope we can see that. Right here, this storm here is being blown apart. We can see the blast pattern. We stop the loop, we can see the photoshopping overlay right there, that sparkly looking stuff. They're hiding some of the detail as we transition from the night to day. Right here we see the detail. This is where the microwave hits, right here, there, and there's about 3 more little pock marks right in this area. And I think that we can see that. And what they're doing here is they're superheating this storm, so that is because it is moving towards the jet stream, they are blowing it apart, superheating it with microwave. Now as we roll through the sequence here, once again we can see that these are targeted with microwave, and then as we advance to the next frame, we see these craters get larger and larger as the superheating process works through the process. Here we can see the side blowing out of that storm, and if we just let this run, we can see that. Let's go ahead and look at this in the water vapor loop. We can see the very large thunderstorm there with a deep magenta and some blue in the very center. They target that storm up here in the upper left, as we saw in the visible map, and we can see the shock waves. We can see the blast pattern, this icicle pattern all along the northern edge of the storm. Also out here we see water vapor shooting out right in this area on the east side. And let's look at this in the infrared loop. You see all that that blast pattern right out of the side of that storm system. So they're hitting the storm from the north and down here on the south side. Now the visible light map, once again we can see that. Really see it up here. It's very effective. We can see that shock wave, that crater, move out. And there's a couple of shock waves. What's happening here is that the microwave blasts are superheating the water vapor in this system. It superheats that water vapor, and we have rapidly expanding water vapor, which creates these blast patterns, which show up as these icicle patterns around the edge. So that's what's happening, and they're doing this to prevent this storm from merging with this flow, which is heading right towards California. So if we look at this on the big map, we can see that storm right down here. It's edging, moving north, and we can see the high pressure that's being maintained between this system and the jet stream flow, this Pineapple Express flow, this river of water moving right into central and northern California. Now this has been allowed to intensify. This is now a 987 millibar storm system right here. And if we look closely at this in the infrared map, we'll see that there is high pressure being maintained between these two, this moisture field here moving east and this storm. And actually we can see the side of this being sliced off right there. Looks like an edge right there. Let's look at the right here. Watch what happens. Looks like the side is sliced off. Now if we look at this closer in the western U.S. map, we can see the channel of high pressure that's being maintained. And as this front wraps around, it is just sliced off as it enters that area, being the guard band, if you want to call it that, of RF high pressure. They've got some transmitter right in here, microwave, that is maintaining this boundary, and we can see the edge of that frontal system just being sheared off as that moves into this zone right here, and that is preventing anything from this side, any moisture from this side, from moving towards the core of that system. Also, we can see we can also see a right angle right here forming, and that doesn't last very long. There is some intermittent transmitter activity to throttle the system back, but they are not killing it off. So they are allowing rain into Oregon and California. Pardon me. I'm not going to redo this video because of that. So they're not allowing, they are allowing rain, but they're not going to stop this system. They're going to allow it to move in and dump some rain. And here we're looking at the southwest water vapor map. We can see the chemtrails being sprayed right through here, right all in this area. A lot of spraying going on, and that's blowing in to Southern California right here. LA is right there. Okay, now here's the rainbow map. And let's take a look at the Doppler. There's a lot of manipulation going on the Doppler map, especially right here near Oroville, just south. That has since been refreshed. We see all these lines that, all the way offshore. Everything converges right to this transmitter located right around Oroville, just south of Oroville, or maybe just north, somewhere right around here. Take another look here. We have no rain showing up in Southern California. That is supposed to change. We were told there was going to be some rain tonight, starting tonight, but I don't see that happening with the conditions that we have. The high barometric pressure, chemtrail spraying, and and the high temperatures. Chemtrails. Got a lot of manipulation going on up here in Idaho, Portland. All right, let's go next to the surface analysis map. And we can see this storm system right here, 984 millibar, moving towards the west coast. And we have a gale, another low. There's two lows in this circulation pattern here, and a big cold front. And we have a high indicated here, which is going to move in and probably pass this cold front up and merge with this other high down here, 1021 millibar. So it looks like, because of what we're seeing here, this is going to move. We're going to move this transmitter generated high over, and that'll merge with this 1020 millibar high shown right here on this ISO bar. So it looks like they're going to block a portion of this system in our area in Southern California. So I think we're not going to get nearly as much rain, if anything, tonight, Sunday night. All right, here's the swell report, and we see that this storm off the coast of Washington and Oregon is generating 28-foot seas right in the center of that, between 24 and 28-foot seas, and 15-foot seas right off of Northern California. All right, so we saw that map. Again, this is that thunderstorm being blown apart before it can merge with the jet stream heading right into California. This would bring us a lot of rain, and they're shutting that off. You can see that very clearly. All those dimple marks, those pock marks, that's where the microwave is targeting the system. Okay, so we'll just leave it here, and we'll do another update later on.